The challenges that the energy sector are going to face into are almost everywhere. So if we start from us in our consumer homes, everything about that's going to change. We used to just pick an energy retailer based on who offered us the lowest tariff. Now it's going to become a much more intricate and complex relationship between who can offer, potentially help finance, solar panels on my roof, a battery attached to my house, how does my EV charge, does my battery also give back to the grid, does it just take from it? I'm a consumer and I'm a producer. I can't even imagine how that's going to work on a price comparison website where I'm just looking for a cheap tariff. It's a much more complicated relationship. With that comes the need to roll out all of these new extra smart equipment onto our house that takes us almost off grid. And one of the great things that we've done through the development of our software products is things like Waypoint that helped roll out smart meters at pace across the UK. I see a much wider mandate for that to help install smart assets generally and help with this transition in homes and buildings. If you then move back through the distribution networks, there's a huge call for extra capacity everywhere, but I don't think it's just extra capacity, it's smart capacity. There's going to be an influx of smart devices, better network management, better capacity management, and it's about the flexible access to turning up generation and turning down generation when you're at peaks. It's getting you to switch something on and switch something off. All of those signals going back and forth between network company, retailer, consumer, how's all of that information going to transact and transition between parties? Again, different network companies, different retailers, everyone using different standards, different mechanisms for connection and communication. Here I see a role for Meridian really playing in, again, that glue that connects the market. All the way through to the big transmission networks. We run systems already on behalf of the big transmission organisations, but these, particularly one half of the market, has to upgrade their whole network to support hydrogen out to big industrial clusters. This is a huge undertaking into even gas stations across the UK so that heavy vehicles can refuel in flight between industrial sites. We'll support everything we can around that transition, often through our managed services division, helping outsource elements that are non-core to businesses today so that they can use all the skills that they have to focus on transitioning their businesses to the new areas that help us decarbonise. New skills aren't going to come from everywhere. We're going to have to be careful between each organisation what they focus on and what they turn to partners like Correla to help them with. Safe in the knowledge that if they do partner with us, we're going to look after the customers of their customers and focus on their satisfaction and not losing any of that as the transition unfolds. Then with all of this influx of data, not only is there more data, but it's moving faster and faster and faster. So the whole industry used to settle itself. You know, you pay your retailer pays the network companies, everyone pays the producers. All of that happened almost daily. Now it's going to be happening to start with every half an hour and potentially even speeding up beyond that. So the whole industry is moving money and settling its transactions in real time, even down to potentially the device. For example, if you went to plug in your electric vehicle at a friend's house, you know, maybe they'll be a bit annoyed that you're using their electricity, but soon your car might settle itself. This idea that devices will settle themselves across a sector, can you imagine the amount of data that will transition and the real-time nature and the security around that data? I really see products like Meridian helping with that. But then you get to the issues, the same issues that we built Contour to try and resolve, which is what happens when everyone doesn't agree. In that complex mash of data moving in real time between parties to settle important financial issues, what happens when the data is wrong and people don't agree? And so I think we are uniquely placed, pretty much all of our software portfolio and our managed services, to be there for the energy sector as it transitions. Whether or not you need to let go of some of what you do today to redeploy your people onto the new stuff, we can help with that through our managed services division without dropping a second of satisfaction or operational performance. And then across our software products, whether it's from assets being installed into your home to speed up decarbonisation, through to the complexity of the data available, and ultimately through products like Discovery, exposing that rich tapestry of data to decision makers so that we can move at pace and power change.